Any second, we should be live with you. There we go, we should be live. And it goes ping. And that's, Julie said, yeah, the bear, you're live. Okay, great. Well, hey, welcome back. It's the afternoon session. Well, the last session went morning, afternoon. Anyway, put it another way, it's a third live. Oh, look, it's like we're in the USA. There we go, USA police, wow. Anyway, what have we got to tell you? Well, not a lot since we last spoke to you. I think there was one aircraft, was there? Yeah, I'm sure there was. That's right. Oh yes, there was, and I forgot to hit the sound, so it probably didn't record any sound. But it was really cool because it used the full length of the runway. In other words, it came all the way down here and turned and looked very cool. Now, I believe the Ospreys are knocking about somewhere, heading back this way. Whether they're going to come directly into land or whether they're going to go off for another jolly, I've no idea. But hopefully they will come back, because they've certainly been out for a long time. Also, Olive is about. No, not Olive off on the buses, but Olive, that's the call sign. It's the RC135. Now, that's a real beautiful plane. Let's see. I did see that earlier, and whether it's gone past us, I don't know. Or whether it's gone in a different direction, because I can't see it at the moment. I will keep my eyes on that. Oh, the sound of the birds as well. You see, got everything here. A bit of nature. Hey, with the sound of the bird song. There we go. If we could see the birds, you see, I could zoom in, and that would entertain your cats for hours, wouldn't it? But, where has that RC135 gone? Let me zoom out even further. I can't see that at all now. That's a shame. I was getting me thinking, oh, we'll certainly look forward to seeing that, but there's nothing on that at the moment. Has it landed somewhere else, we ask ourselves? So I certainly hope I can bring you some action this afternoon. As always, if it is deadly quiet, of course I'll go offline and we'll hit the live button again a little later. And that's the plan. But I saw these Ospreys heading our way, so I thought, we'll have a bit of that. And also when I saw the RC135, but there is absolutely no sign of that at the moment. Maybe you guys may know more than me. Anyway, let's have a look. Chat room time. That was me having a good look at 360 radar. So let's see what on earth is going on. And we'll wish you all a great afternoon, and hope we find you fit and fine, and you enjoyed, if you were with us on the morning live show. This will be the third show of the day, and Mark Webster quite rightly says, back alive with the bear, you betcha. Kaifat, thank you very much for alerting me as well to the 22s not being far away. Max Martin Aviation, hello. I was with Jay. Right. Hello, Max. Nice to see you. Yeah, we saw you on Saturday, didn't we? Hey, yeah. You arrived just too late for those Ospreys, but at least you got some nice shots of the F-15s, the Mountain Home F-15. So thank you, Max, for putting that message in the chat room and letting us know who you are. Mr. says, hiya. Do you know what? I can't believe it's, of course it's that time. It's 4:20 just gone. Wow, doesn't time fly when you're having a good time? Lovely stream after a hot day at college. That's Mr. 04. Well, I hope we can bring you some aircraft. It's just one of those things you just never know. But hopefully we'll bring you those Ospreys pretty soon. Be able to bring them to you live. I'll do a replay of one of the aircraft that departed while we're offline. The beginning of it, I don't think there was any sound, but hey, ho hum. When I edit it, I can always put, if I wanted to edit it, that is, I could always put sound in afterwards. But any that I show you at the moment, it's literally warts and all coming straight off the camera. Alison Tidy, hi Alison, thank you for joining us. As we look at just a field at the moment. What are you looking at? Not a lot really. Apart from my hand just waving past. If you have a look, those two KC-135s are still down the bottom. And if anybody knows or has an idea of when they will be departing, would much appreciate that. That would be very useful, because I'd certainly like to bring those to you. No doubt it'll probably be about 5 o'clock in the morning when it's too dark, or as in the case of today, it was too foggy. It was extremely foggy this morning. Yeah, the bit of static at the moment, it's what it is, it's that cable that's just across there. It should have cleared by now. There we go. That should be all right now. AFM, no static at all. So I'm going into my music phase again. Let's have a look. Jazzy John, hi Jazzy. Hey, all the way from Canada. When does Jazzy sleep? Nobody knows. He's always about. He's our Jazzy. Hey, making the most of everything. Good man. Let's have a look. There we go. What it is, it's when the phone gets too close to the microphones, you see, and just that little bit of feedback coming through. You know those weird sounds you get sometimes. What have we got? Max Martin Aviation, the two KC-135s down the bottom, yeah, off of dragging the mounted home F-15s right back to the States. So they will probably be going tomorrow at some point. Wow. Hope it's not too early in the morning when they go, because they would I would certainly love to be able to bring you some video of that. And don't worry if you're at school or you're at work or whatever, when they do go, I will try my very best to film that for you when they depart, because it looks rather cool even from this distance. I'd certainly like to get that for you. We will find out. In just a moment I will play you the video of what departed while we're offline, okay, and probably a couple of other little bits and bobs as well. But just before that, I'll check 360 radar just to make sure that our Ospreys are not too close. They're probably completely. They don't seem to be moving, do they, at all? Wow, they are certainly doing some work, aren't they, today? They're in one of the training areas. By the looks of that, they're going round and round. So, round Thetford Forest area. But not too far away. Now, hopefully, they will come back eventually. I can't believe they're still working away. What time did they go this morning? Around about 9:30. So that's a good old day for them. As I said, no sign of Olive. I don't know what Olive's, where it's gone. That's RC-135, or whether it was just me. I'm getting a bit of word blindness and getting overexcited, thinking, wow, I'd like to bring you that. But no sign of it. Right, so let's have a look. We'll have a quick look at what we did earlier. The first bit I'm going to show you, I don't think there was any sound, but hey, just make your own sound noises. Okay, let's certainly worth having a look though. So, but I'll be back with you again very, very soon. But we're still live. Don't worry about that. Let's just hit this for a moment. Find the right settings. Yes, as I thought on that particular shot, I didn't have those mics going, but I probably won't edit that anyway. But if it was really something super duper, I'd be now kicking myself, but I'll take the sound from another video. But I probably won't bother with that. For anybody that missed earlier, we had a very nice Hercules come in first thing this morning, and I'll show you that in a minute, because it's certainly worth seeing for anybody that's obviously been at work or been at school. It was the Hercules with the D-Day markings on, so that's worth looking at. So I'll play that for you, right? And as soon as we have anything over my shoulder or anything taxiing out to take off, obviously I'll hit the live button immediately. So remember, it is live, but it's just a quick replay for anybody that's missed earlier in the day, or if you're just popping in and out, it's just a quick recap of everything all squeezed together. Sounds good. Okay, stay with us. I shall hit the live with the bear as soon as those Ospreys start heading our way, but you don't want to hear me rambling on about any old thing and watching paint dry. Let's just see what happened earlier. Here we go. Just go to move it over there. You can see our two KC-135s. And you're back with us. So that was a quick recap of some of the movements that we had today, because boy, we've been here for I think we went live around about 9:30, did a morning stream, then a lunchtime, and then this late afternoon as the time starts to head towards it's just gone it's around about 18 minutes to 5. Pretty soon I will be going off air because those Ospreys, they're not on the way yet. As soon as it looks like they're heading our way, I'll just pop back and hit the live for you, so you get to see these. Before we pop off on this particular one, just going to go through Barry Wright. Thank you, Barry, for that. Yes, so that confirms I wasn't going crazy and seeing things. I did see Olive 16, the RC135, there we go. Some guys going by in the car doing their impression of Freddie Mercury, no doubt. It certainly sounded like it. Carol Barnes, hi to you. Terry Tormet, Alison Bowers, Julie of course is there, Aviation Kid. What have you been up to, Aviation Kid? What else have we got? Andrew Austin, Leslie White, Lynn. I'm just checking with Fred at the moment. What's it about Duxford? Leslie White, love the Hercules have landed in one at Duxford, holding on to the engineer's seat. For dear life. Nice one, Leslie. I like the sound of that. That's brilliant. Wow, that's a great story. You'll have to tell us more about that. Who else have we got? Of course, Mark Webber Webster's in the room. Aviation Kid. Oh, you would just mention him. Yeah, don't forget, as always, as Julie Wright says, always remember, think before you speak or before you write, because it is a family show and we never know who's listening. So that's it. We don't want to upset anybody at any time, so always make it always respectful to everybody. Ethan, good afternoon, Ethan. Great to see you, my man. Have you had a good afternoon? Did you pop over to East Mids yesterday? Did the jumbo? I don't think the jumbo turned up yesterday, did it not? Anyway, you can let me know about that just before we go offline. Sophie, hi, Sophie, saying hello. And Ian Stewart just spent 4 hours gardening. Whoa, what a beautiful day to do some gardening, hey? It's gorgeous. The sun on your back, it's absolutely superb. Beautiful sunshine and nice and warm with it. And yes, of course, when you saw that KC-135, I did say at the beginning, I don't think there was any sound on that, but I thought I'd just play it for you, just to be awkward anyway. It was one of those things that I was filming it thinking, oh yeah, this is great, oh brilliant, this will sound, oh dear, I've not got the headphones on, I didn't hit the button for the sound, but never mind, doesn't really matter. Do I mind? Of course I don't. Hey, it's warts and all, isn't it, eh? Talking of which, what's that on my hand? Oh, no. What have you had in your hand? Have you? Ooh. Carol, yeah, we mentioned Carol, and of course, Julie's with us, doing a great job, as always. We mentioned Jazzy quite a few times. He's a good man. He's been with us for most of the day. Or is it the night where he was this morning? Spitfire RAF 100. I've just seen that pop up. So good afternoon to you. It's been very quiet at EMA regards the 747s. Okay, that's Mark telling us that. Warren, hiya Warren. Hello again. Yep, brilliant. Hey, listen, if you have just popped across and you've just found A Show World, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, you'll know the moment. Providing hit the bell icon to get the notifications, you'll know when we're live. And because that's where it's really useful when you're down here, because you know what Mildenhall's like, with you just never know what's going to happen. But it did look like those Ospreys were heading towards us. They've gone off to do a little bit more work that they do. You never know. It'd be great if they could come in as the sun's setting And I hope to bring you maybe some video as the sun sets later, but you just never know. But thank you everybody for this sort of tea time. Should we call it tea time? Yeah. Talking of tea, don't forget the Bear sponsors Stu Bear / Airshow World. You know it by now. The Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company with the best coffee in the world, the best tea in the world. You know where to get it from. Julie will put a message, I'm sure, in the chat room, and it's helping Airshow World grow. It really is making a big difference. So keep on. So getting your tea from that supplier. They are the best, I promise you. Right, what else are we up to? There was... Right, thank you. I better get back up to date with the messages. I think I am. Yes, so Julie will put that link in, I'm sure, for the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. Don't forget, you get 15% off, not just your first order, but for as many orders as you make. And there's about 1,000 different teas. And that's not to mention all the different type of coffees, and you name it, they are the best. I'm going to pop off and have some coconut tea once again right now. And the moment we have some more action, I will hit the live button and we will be back with you. So thank you very much for this short but sweet. But for anybody just popping in from school or work, you got an idea of what happened earlier today, starting off with that thick fog and then a few movements. So hold on just a minute. There you go. I've just gone through my routine of hey, we'll see you later and all the rest of it, and I think we've got something coming in right now. And thank you very much, Bandit 99. The V22s have just left the Stamford area, and they are heading our way by the looks of it. So Lynn, we're not going anywhere for a moment, but because I want to get those V22 Ospreys. You see, as soon as I mention we're going and I want a cup of tea, guess what happens? Things start happening. Just had a KC135 from Mildenhall, that's 64-4128 from trying to go over my house. Okay, from Hanya, unless that's a spelling mistake. Okay, what's this one? Ian Stewart, anyone going to Premier now that's on the 2nd of May, isn't it? It'd be nice to go, wouldn't it? I think it's a case of people are sort of stalling, really, buying tickets for anything at the moment, which is not very helpful for people who are organising events. And of course, all these events are all going to be ticket only. So it's a bit of a difficult one, isn't it? Yes, we know if you buy tickets and then find out you can't, it's not going to be on. Let's have a look, see what... Knife, thank you, my man. Jay, top man, thank you very much. And Jay, if you're watching this, your friend was in the chat room just a little bit earlier. So Jay, I'll certainly try to get those for you. I'll probably see him in a minute, actually. Knife 7-1 and 7-2. You can see me in the field. Where is it? There he is. He's over there. Are you, Jay? There we go. Just giving him a mention live on air. That's our Jay over there. He's a great lad. So I'm keeping my eyes open because the Stamford training area is not far away at all. Certainly not for the Ospreys. They can really move. It amazes me sometimes. Take off from here, and before you know it, they've been through the Mac Loop. Once they get those rotors down, and it literally turns into what we'd call a normal aeroplane. There's certainly a better terminology than that, but that's what will keep it nice and basic for you. They certainly do move. I leave all the technical terms and what have you to the experts, the pilots and things like that. And talking of which, as you very well know, Airshow World, we have our very own pilot, and that's our very own Captain Chris Brady, who joins us normally on a Friday night when we've got something to show. As you know, with the situation, I don't think he's flying until May. But when he does, I'm absolutely sure we'll bring you some more great in-cockpit footage from Captain Chris Brady, and no doubt answering great questions from you guys. Did anybody watch Guy Martin, Battle of Britain? No, but I'm going to watch it on a rerun for sure. Terry, was it good? No doubt it was. I like Guy Martin, he's a good guy. And well, he's from Lincolnshire as well, isn't he, eh? What a character. Goodness me, what a character. I was watching BBC, in between watching Line of Duty on BBC and also watching that great air show on the official channel for the air show last night that was over in the USA. And it was free to watch as well, where they had the Blue Angels flying. Did you notice last night, the Blue Angels, if you were watching it, they only had 5 aircraft. I think somebody posted on the Airshow World fan page that they were short. One of the members of the team was down for some reason, whether they were ill or what. It didn't elaborate anymore on that, but I was wondering where the opposing solo was. Right. Was it good though, eh? Was it good? Is it worth watching? I'm sure it would be if it was Guy Martin. That's the only thing with these live streams sometimes after the event. It's like when there's a Grand Prix, isn't it, eh? You have to avoid all the news, and you can be driving along and all of a sudden you'll say, quick, turn the radio off. I don't want to know. I don't want to know if Hamilton's won or whoever. So I'm not going to say anything about the Grand Prix just in case you still haven't watched it. And I'm not into football at all, not one bit. But coming from Leicester, yeah, all I'll say is a bit of a smile on my face at the moment, and good luck to them on, I think it's May the 15th. So if you haven't watched that yet, that's the spoiler of the day, isn't it? Thank you very much, Kirk, our good friend Kirk Ferrari. And Kirk, hope you've had a good day where you are over in, we were just talking about Leicestershire. Beautiful part of the world where Kirk is. South Leicestershire. It's one of those places, South Leicestershire, gets, which is not a bad thing, gets overlooked. But around there, South Leicestershire, Melton Mowbray, Rutland, some of those beautiful parts of the country. And very quiet as well. Dickie McVitie. He had the RC 135 over his house. I was hoping the rivet joint was going to come here. We're getting quite excited for a minute, thinking, we'll have a bit of that. Now, the thing about your Ospreys is you hear them a long time before you see them. So let me go really quiet. It's either a motorbike or an Osprey. Can you hear it? But you won't be able to see it yet. And I think it was Carol that asked the question, are you camping here? Yeah, I certainly am. Yes, camping. Well, it's a bit more than down in the self-contained van. You know, a van with a toilet in and all that sort of stuff, and just a mattress. So, you know, quite basic, really. No, seriously, to come down on the site at the moment, you're not allowed to go into Johns Field unless you're on the campsite, and you have to have all your own facilities. Right, if I go up a little bit, Gosh, I can't see a thing. Where are you? We see the house. I bet you can see it on your TVs. There we go. Let's go right in the middle of your screen. Because taking in that direction at the moment, as you'll appreciate, that's where the sun is now. So it's a little bit silhouetted. But boy, if we get aircraft later today, that will look stunning as the sun sets. Because I promise you, the sunsets here are something. Right, time to go nice and quiet. Enjoy the sight and sounds. Here we go. I'm not too sure of the call signs. I would guess it's knife 71, 72 or 72 or 73, depending on which ones, but they normally go out the call sign of knife. I wouldn't expect to go up again, to be honest, because it has been out on a full long day. It's been out since around about 9:30 this morning. And if you joined us this morning, you saw it actually go live. Hey, and there's the man himself. He's just turned up again. How are you? All right, come over to see these. Yep. There's another one on the approach in just a couple of moments. The V22. Sorry?
Will they be flying tonight on that?
You never know. Probably not those two, but maybe a couple more. And that is a sight to see when that sun's setting. Yeah. That's what we're hoping for. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to Trevor. You met Trevor earlier. He's popped over on his bike. Well, electric bike as well. Woo! There we go. We'll spin the camera over there. In just a moment, we'll get... there we go. Terry to... there we go. Trevor, sorry, I said Terry. Trevor, give us a wave. There we go, there he is on his fancy electric bike. There you go. I'm not going to show you the Stoomobile. The Stoomobile is a workhorse. It carries the kit about for me. Now I've got to find that thing in the sky because I think it's direct into the sun. You can hear it. Let's zoom in, find the house and go up. There and straight up. We should have it. There we go. Sorry?
Has a Chinook got a bigger payload than the Osprey?
Well, that's a question to ask you guys. So, let's just a moment. Trevor wants to know whether the Chinook has a bigger payload than the V-22s, or whether the V-22s have the bigger payload. So if anybody knows that, or anybody's got Google in front of you, yeah, that's it. Google it. When I used to back in the day, how can I put this? In the office, there'd be the terminology would be if somebody couldn't work out how to use something, would be RTFM. Read the manual. Which nobody does. You buy something, and we put that over my ear. You buy something, you have a play with it first, don't you? And then you get to the manual. And then people still phone me up and say, "How do you do this?" And I say to myself, "Yes." And it's flipping. Don't worry. It's a family show, so don't you worry about that. I believe the viewing area is open, but myself, I don't really fancy going. You know, it's just too many people, I think, at the moment. Yeah. But with your bike,
I was going to pop over there this morning with the camper, you know.
Yeah. I think it's.
You don't need till Friday anyway, so.
Oh, you take. Go over on the bike. Yeah. That's the best way to get. That's how I would get. Certainly wouldn't take the van.
I was just going to go this morning. I thought, well, is it open or not?
I believe it is open, yes, but at the moment, and this is telling everybody else as well as Trevor, that social distance. Don't worry. At Lakenheath, they've got some special F-15s there that came over on Friday and Saturday. With MO on, Mountain Home, right? And literally, I believe they'll be going home. They told me tomorrow. It was supposed to be today, and but they have been still coming over in dribs and drabs. In fact, another one tried to come in earlier today, but it was so foggy. I believe that diverted to a different airfield down in Oxfordshire. So that will probably either just go straight off tomorrow and meet up with the tankers. Things to look out for are those two tankers right down the bottom there. Yeah. Look out for those, because one of those has got a special tail, if you're into that sort of thing. Special markings, tiger markings on the tail. So try to, if you are here, that's starting to move, try to get that. But I don't think I'd take the van over to Lakenheath. I certainly wouldn't put it that way.
Yeah, I have been in there with the van before.
You've been in, yeah. But I think at the moment
it's just awkward if you get anybody parked behind you trying to reverse out after.
Yeah.
The parking back.
I don't know for sure, but with those F-15s, and the word is they could be going tomorrow because of the fog this morning. If they go tomorrow, I think it's going to be manic. A lot of people over there, and we don't want to bump into too many people at the moment for obvious reasons, do we? Yeah. So, but your bike, I can't fault you on that. Go on that bicycle, that's the way. And you can choose where you want to go then, can't you? Yeah, that's it.
Why I bought this?
Yeah, love that.
Just had 12 months.
Yeah.
Over 2,500 miles, I've done that.
It's 2,500 miles on his electric bike. That's not bad. And what about the batteries? Is the battery still okay on that sort of mic? Yeah, still going. Yeah, I used to have an electric bike.
The battery's guaranteed for 10 years, isn't it?
Really? Gosh. You can probably hear there's a bit of activity, a bit of noise, and it's not just me. It's coming from my left-hand side, and it's not my good friend here. It sounds very much like a Hercules, which is quite possibly going out with a good old call sign of Strix. I can't confirm that at the moment, but we'll have a look in a moment. There was a few aircraft went up this morning, I think from Lake. I'm sure I heard something. Do you know, when you're doing this, the days just roll into one, and this is like the one, probably the third or fourth stream today. So I don't know.
It's normally you hear them more when you see them.
Yeah.
It's been very quiet today. There's only been that one come out, hasn't it?
Yep, yep.
With his undercarriage down over here.
That's right.
Well, since I've been there.
Yeah. So for today, anybody that did do the big trip over to, were hoping to see those F-15s depart. Yes, they'd certainly been disappointed. But, it's not surprising, because the weather at the time that they were due to go was absolutely horrendous. You just couldn't see anything. But wow, what a change in the weather today now. When that fog lifted, beautiful. Let's go back to the chat room and see how everything's going there. And literally, we were going to go offline around about 15 minutes ago, but that would have been typical, wouldn't it? Hey, go offline, and then of course 2 aircraft, 2 Ospreys come directly in. Whether that Hercules is just doing engine tests, I don't know. If it appears around the corner, I will move the camera in that direction immediately. But,
Sounds like he's coming out.
yeah, it could be. Well, I shall rely on Trevor, because he's got eyes looking around everywhere. So if it does move, you will be the first to know. Let's get back to the chat room for the moment anyway. Heather Ramsey, hi, good to see you in there. And we mention... right. No Coronet KC-10s this time. No, I'm not sure whether one diverted into either Bryce Norton or whether it carried on up to Prestwick. But it was all... pretty manic at that particular time. The aircraft were that were going to be sending or taking the F-15s back or wherever they were going, they were just hovering around in the skies doing circuits, thinking, right, okay guys, where are we going to land? There was some transport for Lakenheath with some Hercules coming over on, I think the call sign was Herky. There was 2 or 3. They came straight over the top, went into Lakenheath. I think 2 went in there, and the other one, which as you saw earlier had the D-Day stripes on, that fortunately came into land here. The weather just cleared up enough for that to pop in. Whether they were all connected, I have no idea, because I haven't got any radio communications, so I can't really help you on that. It's a lot of it comes down to you great guys and letting us know in the chat room, because quite a few have obviously got your radios and what have you, but yes, we won't talk about that because we know the situation. Karen, hi Karen, and Kirk, Heather Ramsey we just mentioned. 10-4 over. Just thought I would return, guys, to see any action happening. You've just missed those Ospreys that just came in. I hope you saw them. They were quite spectacular, absolutely wonderful. But you will see them again a little later, no doubt. Hope we get... Let's have a look. Terry Tillman, oh, I hope we get Ospreys into Barton for refueling. Well, I keep my fingers crossed for you. And Jazzy, what a guy Jazzy is. I do not know when he sleeps. He probably had a good old sleep while we were off air for about 3 hours this afternoon. That was when, I'm trying to think who it was. He was doing his gardening. It'll come to me in a minute when I go through the list. Nick Can, hi. I'll scroll back up in case I've missed anybody, which we certainly don't want to. I always say if I do miss anybody out, I do apologise. It's not intentional, but as you can imagine, it gets pretty hectic. I'm just going to try to move the phone away from the microphones. Just getting that little bit of hum from there. That's better. Thank you, Kirk, who was... he let us know earlier that the second one was approaching. We're talking about the V22 Osprey. Thank you. That's... I know I didn't reply at the time, but I did see the message earlier, and I do appreciate that. Thank you. Dickie McVitie, what a call sign that is. It's brilliant. That's as far as I can scroll up. Yes, Coat Ferrari, football, not for me either. Yes, well, it's... But we've got to be, hey, Leicestershire, we've got to be a little bit interested at the moment, haven't we, hey? For May the 15th. I think that's when the FA Cup final is. SME-8, is that how you say it? Beautiful aircraft close-up. And of course, I'm sure we were talking about those Ospreys. If you missed that and you want to see it, just rewind the what we're watching right now. I think you can rewind it while you're watching it. A guy just went by on a motorbike, no-handed. A really expensive motorbike as well, and gosh, would you do that? I certainly wouldn't dare, but there you go. You got a bit of everything. You got the sound of the aeroplanes. Sorry, I can't show you them actually moving about at the moment because they're not. But you got the sound of the aeroplanes and the sound of the Skylark. Bandit 99, Formula 1 for me, he says, but I'm glad I don't have to pay the bill to repair the cars when they've had a mishap. Yeah. So I'm not going to say too much about the F1, just in case nobody, you still want to watch it. Okay, but all I'll say is, that's the most annoying thing, isn't it? When you're looking forward to watching something, you've stayed away from all the news, all the radio and what have you, and you manage to get there, and then just as you're starting to watch it, your mate comes around and says, oh, it was bad about whoever, wasn't it? And you go, oh, thanks, mate. I was just going to watch that. It's happened to me times. GB Model Zone says, you wouldn't catch me doing that on my bike, because he's got a real cool motorbike. It's called can I tell them what it's called? I'll check with him first. That's Gordon, but he's got a very cool motorbike, and it sounds brilliant as well. And he said, I certainly wouldn't go no-handed. I couldn't believe it. If I'd have caught it in time, you may have seen him go by, but yeah, if I'd have realised, I'd have probably have gone, hey, look at this is mad. I'm just keeping it going just for the moment in case that Hercules does actually taxi out. I haven't got a clue. I can't hear any radios or anything like that, so I really couldn't tell you. as far as the Ospreys, well, you can probably see better than me on your fancy TVs. They've completely shut up shop at the moment, but you just never know. They may come out to play a little bit later when they possibly changed crew or some different ones come out. Does that, Trevor, does that Hercules sound like it's moving or no?
Unless they've just moved in fraction for some reason.
Yeah. Could just be doing an engine run up ready for later this evening. So don't give up hope for later today, because I'm sure we'll get an opportunity to go back live again just a little bit later. But we've not done bad really, because we were going to go off air around about 45 minutes, half an hour ago, whatever it was. And it's like the usual every time I say, well, I'll do all the goodbyes and all that, and then something happens. But I think we may be going off air fairly soon. But if you've stumbled across this, I normally go through this routine, so apologies to anybody that's regular viewers. But for anybody that stumbled across Airshow World, the first thing is, where have you been all this time? And the second one is, don't forget to subscribe. It's free to subscribe. And as you can see, free to put messages into the chat room, and free to watch all of the videos. So thank you very, very much, everybody, for joining us on this Tea Time show. Important bit is, if you do subscribe, make sure you hit the get the notifications. It's like a bell icon, I believe. Hit that, and then you'll know when we're live. So a few people, yeah, off the food. See me 8, I hope that's how you say it. Right. Well, good luck with that. There we go. I can say it then. Yeah, he calls it a Vulcan. It's noisy, just like a Vulcan. And I've heard his motorbike, and wow, what a sound it makes. Love it. Well, I'll guarantee, as soon as I go off air, that... is it moving?
It sounds like it's moving again.
It does, doesn't it?
That sounds like it's moving.
That is moving. While we're just making our mind up as to what that Hercules is doing, and you're just looking at some Ospreys, don't forget, please, you know what I'm going to say, check out Stu Bear / Airshow World sponsor. Check it out right now, and it's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. The best tea you will ever get, and I promise you. And Trevor, he saw me drinking it from my Spitfire mug. It's the best. Coconut I have, but there's a flavour for everybody. There's 1,000 different types of tea, and it's not been on the shelf for years or months. Like when you go to the supermarket, this is packed when you actually order it. Is it moving? We can see a tail over there. Okay, well, it's not much to look at, but it will prove that it is moving if we can get there in time. Oh, they don't hang about, do they? It's already moved. But yeah, it's moving. So we will, okay, we'll keep on going, because hopefully we're going to get this Hercules taxiing out, taking off, and you never know, might stay in the circuit for a little while. We'll just stay with it for a little bit longer. Yorkshire tea. Do you mind York? We drink Yorkshire tea now. Yeah. No, that's you can't compare it, Kirk. But the most important thing is what you are doing. If you order tea from them, you're helping Airshow World, and that's why everything is absolutely free to watch. They help out. That's the way it'll stay. So totally free to watch Airshow World. So that's where you can certainly help us out. Oh, thanks, CanForce3. He says, I'm so pleased to see Airshow World channel growing as is. Nice to see all these names in the chat box. Stu deserves it all after his hard work. Thank you very much. And of course, don't forget our Julie, who looks after the chat room and alerts me to anything. Let's move the camera a little bit further round. In fact, this last few days has been absolutely unbelievable as far as Airshow World's concerned. Something like since Friday, 500,000 views, which is just like, you just imagine all those people, 500,000. I'm just astounded. So thank you, everybody. But that's the great thing you've got with Airshow World. It's not just live streams. You've got around about 1,000 different videos to keep you entertained for hours and hours. It'll probably take you years to watch them all. And they're all over there. They're on Airshow World. So plenty to keep you, and it's all absolutely free, as I said. Well, it was Yorkshire. I love Yorkshire. I'm going to Yorkshire at the weekend. Dickie McVitie. Yep, I'm certainly going up to Yorkshire on Saturday. And I love the place. I tell you what, you have a meal in Yorkshire, they look after you. You certainly get your money's worth up in Yorkshire. Goodness gracious. So much food, you just cannot eat it. And have you ever had fish and chips at Whitby or Scarborough or Robin Hood's Bay? Now they're the places. And that's why I was getting a little bit worried earlier when those Ospreys were heading up to around the Yorkshire Dales part of the world. Just my natural instinct worrying about racehorses and Ospreys. Right, time to go quiet. Enjoy. As soon as you hear the engine note change, listen carefully, you'll know that's when it's going to take off. And we certainly don't think it's going to take off on that one, do we? Unless he's doing a practice and wanting to use less runway. We'll stay with it and let's see. Here we go. It's powering up now. Nope. After all that, it's going back.
Forget the captain.
What a tease you are, eh? See, he's probably looking at the sun and what have you, and thinking, no, it's still a bit early for me to go into the circuit yet, because Stu Bear wants to get a shot of the sun setting. Believe that, you believe anything. Let's go round and see what's coming in.
Out the way.
Yes. I wasn't looking at the call sign at all on this one, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if that's the tanker that went up and accompanied Olive, the RC 135. Aha, that means it's 5:30. We'll be standing to attention and going quiet for a moment. And after that quick pause, we point the camera over to the west and northwest, and we should be able to see, if we lift the camera up a little bit, KC-135. I'm struggling to see it at the moment. There's a willow tree there. It's just approaching that. If we go up, I bet you guys can see it. Yes, I can. There we go. We've got you. Bit of a silhouette at the moment because, as we told you, the sun will be setting. But we'll let him do his own work on that because we're going to go back and look at, that's absolutely fabulous now. The actual colours are really being, with the sun still there but just starting to go down a little, makes it look beautiful. And don't forget, you're watching this, it is absolutely live at the moment, unless you're watching a replay. It is at about 33 minutes past 5. There we go, it's starting to turn. So our Hercules, I'm pretty sure he will stay put for the moment while we move the camera around. So let's go round, have a look. I don't think it's actually coming in on this approach. Or is he? He's turning it now. It's difficult to see. Do my utmost to get it for you, but with those silhouettes, it is not easy. Should find it any second. There, gotcha. That was something, wasn't it? Eh? What an approach! Thumbs up for that. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Yeah. Absolutely. He's still climbing away. Yes. What we're saying. Somebody put a message in the chat room saying, "Wow, they're certainly bringing you the atmosphere. The only thing missing is the smell of the aircraft." And the aviation. Oh. Beautiful. It's great. If we just pan out a little bit, there we go, you'll see just gone past that. Right. I'll go quiet again, obviously, because you want to hear this, and so do I. All I will say is, don't forget, listen for that engine note change on the props just before it powers up and goes. It sort of almost drops and then goes. Listen carefully. And away she goes this time. And somewhere, I think behind those trees, they've got to cut those trees down, haven't they? Hey, it's just appearing. There we go. And I'm not talking about Trevor just appearing. Well, he did, didn't he? There's old Trevor on his fancy electric bike. And over in that direction, if I can... Aha, there you are. So let's stay with it right the way through this time and see if it does that great bank like it did earlier. That was really great. As always, I will go nice and quiet when it becomes in earshot, because it's the sound of the aircraft we want you to hear. The sun whereabouts I'm standing at the moment has just gone in, and the breeze just picked up a little bit. Could be jacket time in a moment. Let's have a look. A couple of clouds just there. That's sorry, I've just lost. I was looking up. There we go, just underneath where the sun is. That's why you've got that slight silhouette. Let's try to keep them in the middle for you. You can probably see this a lot better than I can. But again, one more time, keeping it a nice tight circuit, so not going too far out. If you're with us early in the day, we had several aircraft staying in the circuit. We had one of these, KC-135s, and a Hercules. The Herc was doing short circuits, even closer than what this KC-135 is, but the KC-135 kept going out towards Ely and doing a much longer pattern, but this one's keeping it quite short today at the moment. Here we go. You should be able to, the microphone should pick it up any moment, so let's go nice and quiet one more time. Meanwhile, over to the left, we can certainly hear, I would assume it's the a auxiliary power unit running. That's always a good sign, so it could mean that the Ospreys could be going up once again. I'm not saying it's the same ones, but who knows, it could well be, and they're having a change of crew because they must be absolutely worn out. What a day they've had today. You can, as again, like I said earlier, you can probably see better than me as to what's going on, because I'm not using my separate monitor for this little setup today. It's just a small setup I'm using. We'll keep a closer eye on that for you. I should do a complete spin round because I've got to unwind myself, because when we were filming that KC-135, we're starting to get a little bit twisted up. There we go. We've all unravelled again. That's good. Well, let's point the camera at those Ospreys. You never know, there could be one you see hiding behind the back of that building. That's what happens quite often. All of a sudden you think nothing's happening, and then out of nowhere they just sneak out and off they go. They certainly normally do go up at night. So, Trevor, when was the last time? Have you seen the Ospreys at night?
No.
Oh, you've never?
No.
Oh, well, yeah.
I've heard them, but I've never seen them.
Be prepared to probably, if they do go up this evening, be prepared to probably be woken up around about 1 o'clock in the morning, because when they come over, they totally rattle every pot and pan you've got in that vehicle, I tell you. Yeah, it's an amazing. I love it myself. I really do.
When I used to park over on the Berry Road when I was on the lorries, you know, used to hear them going over late at night, but I always thought they was Chinooks at first. Didn't realise they was Ospreys.
Yeah, yep. They are.
Sounds similar, but not quite.
Yeah, it's not got that wooka 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 noise. It's more. Well, it's just the action, the resonance of it, if that's the right word. It just makes everything you'll find out in the van rattle like crazy, and from a long way out, from a good couple of miles. But the thing to look out for is if they do at night a fast fly through. Look out for that fantastic green glow on the props. Doesn't look quite as effective when they come in, as they come into land in helicopter mode, as we'll call it. But when they do like a normal fast fly through with the props down, look out for that. It is a sight to be seen. And I really, everybody that's watching Air Show World, I really would love to be able to bring that to you, as well as maybe some sunset shots. And if you wonder what the sunset shots look like, just before we sort of mosey to the next bit, I'll see if I can show you what the incredible sunset shots are like here. So bear with us. I'll be back with you live, having a chat in the chat room in just a moment. See if I can find those sunsets. Hold on a moment, please. And that's actually, that's live, so don't get confused. And I'm pretty sure he will certainly be going back up again. And the sound of what has got to be the Ospreys, because that sound over where we were pointing the camera earlier is definitely getting louder. Either that or the wind is blowing and it's just me getting excited with the auxiliary power units. But I'm pretty sure that I can see lights flashing on those Ospreys. Yeah, what do you say there, Trev? Yeah. I'm just going to have to readjust the mics a little bit. Put the headphones back on. Ah, that's better. I can hear you all again. Well, I can hear the aeroplanes. I can hear you lot shouting at me as well. And Jay and his mate. Let's have a look around, shall we? Somewhere over there is Jay. Just trying to do a bit of focus in here. I'm just whizzing around a little bit quick. Right, talking of whizzing around a little bit quick, let's whiz the camera around one more time, and there we go. You can see our C-130 in the circuit. We'll keep following it through because you know, earlier on is do some great tight banks. So let's see what he does. We'll lose it for a moment as it goes by those huge conifers, those little tiny trees you plant, those leylandis, and you think, oh, they're nice and harmless, aren't they? Leave them a few years and you see what happens. And then it costs you thousands. Here we go as they go past. Oh no, that was Trevor. Sorry, I thought you were one of those trees. I thought, hold on a minute, they've not turned white. It's all right, I've picked it up again. I've told you, it's the friendly channel. You're with Asia World with Stu Bear in the chair, and don't forget, keep those messages coming into the chat room. I will get back to it very, very soon and say hi to everybody. But the most important thing is, as always, because we have youngsters viewing this, and I don't want the parents shouting at me or anything, and you know, don't want it to be a bad influence. So always, any messages, always think, and like everybody does, everybody's brilliant in the chat room. Thank you. But just make sure it's always respectful to everybody. Wherever you're watching this, however you're watching it, you may be just sat watching this in the comfort of your house, watching it on the nice big TV, whatever you're doing. If you've never put a message in before, please do, and I'll do my best to say hi to you. Yep, the rotor's moving. Trev, yes? Can you hear that sound? I'm sure you can. I'm going to stick with the Hercules for the moment, but looks like we're going to get some Osprey action as well. And I think there's two powering up. Now, wouldn't that be great if the Ospreys could stay in the circuit? We've got, I'm assuming the call sign on our Hercules is Strix, but I haven't checked. And of course, it's coming into earshot, so I shall go quiet. Here we go. And because I did a complete 360 following the Hercules, of course, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to spin right the way around. I shall do that as soon as that's taken off. Then we'll get over to the Ospreys, because you can hear them. They're not moving yet, so don't worry. And you see, I was going offline earlier, wasn't I? And all of a sudden it became busy. So that's my tea ruined for tonight. Told you, it's great. You lose loads of weight. Lose loads of weight doing this, I tell you. Now then, the question is, how many are moving? Is it just one, do you think, Trevor?
I've only seen one set of rotors going.
Yeah, it looks maybe just one, isn't it, at the moment? I'm also keeping an eye on the Hercules in the circuit. Did a nice tight bank again, so that looks hopeful that it's staying with us for a little bit longer. Meanwhile, are we deciding what aircraft is doing what? We'll have a word with everybody. Barry West, hi Barry. Kaifa, hi to you. Karen, yes, we said hi to Karen. Chris. Tom Durrell, thank you for joining us. Wow, Tom, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, he said, can't believe I managed to film an RAF C-130J from Heathrow Airport. That's pretty lucky, isn't it? Well done you, mate. Got Gary Williams. I'd have to scroll a long way up, but somebody was talking about Yorkshire again, and got to see what it was. Davey, hiya Davey. He says, right, sitting here with a Guinness, watching after a hard day's work. Fantastic. Now you see the rotors moving on the other Osprey. See them going down. So keep enjoying watching that. So thank you very much, Davey, for putting that message in. Sorry I was late getting that message to you. Yeah, Mike what? Devita, these Ospreys with that green glow, hey, they look like UFOs for sure. A bag of Watsits? That's you're not eating again, are you? Thanks very much there, Julie. Hey, I'm Hank Marvin here. Darth Vader. I'm off to Mildenhall for a week in September. Can't wait. Well, it's brilliant that I can bring this to you, and you can see what it's bit of the atmosphere of what's going on, because it is totally live. It's coming up towards 6 o'clock. We're at about 3 minutes to 6 on Monday afternoon. There's a C5 over Warren's house. Warren, is it heading our way? Let's move the camera. Well, we would certainly love to see a C5 galley come into Mildenhall, but is it just at high altitude, just going over as a reach aircraft? I'm sure somebody will, if it is heading our way, somebody will put it in the chat room. Jane Chapman. Hello Jane, how lovely to see you in the chat room as well. That's our Jane, she's great, she really is. She lives near the seaside. I remember when she sent this fantastic Christmas greeting that we did on the Christmas show, and you could hear the seagulls in the background. Ethan, good to see you, man. He's a good guy, is Ethan. We featured some of Ethan's videos on Friday night. Don't forget, check out Ethan's YouTube channel. He's a good guy, he's a good lad, and certainly worth encouraging. And getting him to 1,000 subscribers would be really brilliant. On set, says Phoebe Stern, thank you very much. Look, she sent a donation, I don't believe it. What are you like? We don't want you spending all your money, I tell you, but thank you. Up we go. That's it. Go a little bit higher so we can clear that fence. And now start to bank really nice and tight and stay in the circuit. You'll make the bear very happy. And also quite a lot of people in the chat room as well, or wherever you're watching this. Of course, I do try to read out as many messages because not everybody can see the chat room, because you might be watching this on your TV. The best way to do it is watch it on the one of them big tellies. Watch it on the TV and have your phone going as well, so you can take part in the chat room. Ah, that's what. A set of headphones fell out. That's why. It's okay. I'm just talking to myself, working out why that didn't sound right. Ah, that's better. Where were we? Oh yes, we were saying hi to some people. Dylan, hi Dylan Hutchinson. And again, sorry for the late shout out, but we were a little busy. You know how it gets. Mike DeVita, yes, we mentioned him earlier. Brent Kenny, good morning from Calgary in Canada. Wow, that's brilliant. Good to have your company today. That's a new person. And don't forget, my boy, make sure you subscribe to Airshow World. Bell icon is your friend. You'll know when we're live. It'll go ping in the middle of the night because of the time difference. Yeah, right about 3 o'clock in the morning, it'll go. I must stop laughing like that. I sound like Muttley. Right, which way have I got to turn this? Is it that way? Let's turn it around anyway. And see if our Osprey, our V22 Osprey, is coming back. Looks like it, but we've seen that before. And then he's headed off somewhere. And he's certainly motoring along at the moment. Let's see if I can find it for you in the sky over there somewhere. That direction. Right, so it's near that building. Up. We should find it. There you are. So come on, keep turning. Place your bets. Is it going to come and do a nice fast fly through? Or is it going to do what they normally do? Go off to the one of the ranges about 8, maybe 10 miles to the east of us. What do you think, Trevor? Is he going to tease us, or is he going to come through? Come on, keep turning. It's a little bit far away now, isn't it? And with that sun setting, it's difficult to see. We will find out in just a moment. Meanwhile, that will give me time just to go back around and untangle ourselves. Yep, it looks like it, doesn't it? I will try to find a tree. There's a big tree over there. Hello, big tree. And that one. And it's just above it now. That's it. We've got you. Come on, keep on turning. Canforce, I believe, is somewhere in the chat room. I can see someone saying hi to Canforce. Also, our good friend Barry West is in the chat room. Hope you're still with us. It's still work time for you guys over in the USA, but thank you very much for joining us. It's always appreciated. Turning to finals it is. Brilliant. That's what we want. Okay, let's put the chat room away for a moment and let's concentrate and get this for you, let you hear the sound, and I shall video it as well so we can see it later. Let's go wide for a moment, then we'll pull it in. Really is the most amazing aircraft, no doubt about it. There we go, there's another music question for you. Who sang that? No doubt about it. 1970s was it? Early 80s? Up we go. Keeping it very, very low. Come on, just go up a little bit more. Wow, what a turn as well. Look at this.
So you can go to a different runway now.
Sorry?
You can go to a different runway now.
Yes. What a great sight that is. That is your V-22 Osprey. Great aircraft. and turning nice and tight again. So hey, you never know, might come round again. We'll keep our eyes on that. Certainly going through pretty quickly at the moment. Let's go in and see. That funny noise, that's not me. That's Trevor with his brakes on his... That's his tyres. I just thought I'd let you guys know that that noise is not me making that noise. It's... It's the tyres going... I thought I'd explain that to you because, you know, family show and all that. Yeah, I don't do things like that. These microphones do pick a lot up, especially the sound of that Osprey, which is somewhere there. And look at this, he is banking this one tight. Let's go quiet. While our Osprey sorts itself out, I've got to sort myself out because let's do the 360, get untangled again. What would be great to be able to show you if he actually comes through and does a fast flyby, so you can see it with the props actually down in the down configuration and go through, because As I said earlier, they certainly do move. We can see the speed it's picking up now on that bank. Look at this. Look at it go. There we go, behind that tree. How shall we do this time? Just checking we're not all completely tangled up. I think as we're waiting for it to come round, go in this direction, and then we shouldn't get in a mess. Let's have a look. Still going to be around about at least an hour before the sun actually sets, so I doubt if we'll get those great sunset shots, but who knows. We may go off air, come back later. Just wait for it to clear those big, look at the size of those huge trees. Any second, there we go, it appears. And he's moving the rotors back again, so it's going to be the same sort of pass like he's done on the last couple of times. Again, I do apologise. Let's try to fix that a bit better. Richard just says the antenna we just saw looked like a DX Commander next to that car. Nice one. Yeah, DX Commander, that's our Callum. Yes, I've not actually got the DX Commander, but I have got the pole, and So we're talking about amateur radio stuff here. Callum McCormack. He's got a great, really good YouTube channel. And earlier in the show, because Richard, 2E, 2 Echo, let's get it right, 2 Echo 0, Foxtrot Juliet Juliet, is an amateur radio man, just like my good self. Even though I've not been on the radio for quite a long time, because Asia World is completely taken over, I'm sure you can imagine. But thanks for that, for alerting us to that. And yeah, certainly are a very, very good, very knowledgeable guy, Callum, and he knows his stuff. Right, what can we hear? I think it's the microphone's just making me think there's something else, but over in the distance, going round for another circuit, is our V22 Osprey. So thank you for keeping us entertained on all of that. That's Richard. Michael Weber. What is Michael Weber up to? Hey Stu, on the chat. How are you? Yep, we're very, very good. And how long are you going to stay alive? Well, I'm certainly hoping to... oh, I see what you mean. So I'm only joking. Let's see. I don't know, to be honest. It all depends what's going on. If this V22 stays in the circuit for a bit, we'll get that. Also, I'm pretty sure I'll have a look at the 360 radar. Somebody mentioned a C5, but I'd have thought that was transiting. Let's have a look anyway. Let's have a look at 360 radar. See if there's anything interesting going on. Ooh, hold on a minute. Hold on a cotton picking moment. Oh, it's at high altitude though, isn't it? Look, 34,000 feet. So unless he was going to do lots of... oh, wouldn't that have been something? But surely at that height... It did look promising, didn't it? Looking at the actual track that C5 Galaxy was doing. But certainly it... Just let me check. It is 34,000, isn't it? And not 3,400. How many zeros? Yeah, 34,000. Oh, but hold on. Right, we'll see anyway. I doubt it very, very much. If he'll be coming our way, you'd certainly have to... If we look, we might actually see it creating a trail because it's high. Yeah, I could see a trail over there. Yeah, it's well high. So it can't be that one. That's heading a different direction. Could let me think. If I'm here, yes, I can see it way up high, creating a vapor trail. So I doubt it very, very much. It would have been at low level by now. Right, we're starting to get those sunsets shots. Let's move on in and see if we can find that Osprey. Find the house and go up and you should find an Osprey as the sun starts to... Wow, you get in that fabulous sky. You wait later. If there's any aircraft around, it just goes to a beautiful orange. If you were with us around about half an hour ago, I showed some photographs of what it looks like. Amazing. Here we go. One more time. up she goes one more time again. Wow. Certainly being treated to something special with these, and that sun is getting even lower. So hopefully, you never know, we may get these fantastic sunset shots. And who knows, later tonight when it's really dark, you may get the great glow of these V-22 Ospreys. But for anybody just joining us, where are we? We're at RAF Mildenhall, and yet another fabulous day down here as far as the weather's concerned. You may recall it started off very, very foggy, but that soon cleared by about 10 o'clock. It delayed the Mountain Home F-15s departing, but it looks like they're going tomorrow morning. It's like all these things, you just never know. And we've had plenty of Hercules aircraft flying around throughout the day. We've had lots of those. In fact, there's one still up at the moment. That is, let's have a look. It says C-130J, and that's our Hercules, currently at around about 11,000 feet, heading towards, if you know Wells next to the sea, Hull Beach and what have you, it's possibly going over to Donanook. It's a Monday, and I think Donanook are open on a Monday and a Wednesday. I believe that's correct anyway, but who knows what he's up to. Could be going anywhere. Could be coming back here very soon and coming back into the circuit, so to entertain you guys with with the sunset shots, because very soon hopefully the sun is going to clear that cloud, and it should look pretty spectacular. But then that will probably be the kiss of death, and there'll be no flying, but we will see. Just looking for the Osprey as he clears those big trees, which he already has. Let's zoom in. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll do a wide-angled shot. As you can see, this is where we are at the moment, and we'll zoom in any second for you. And of course, I will go back to the chat room very, very soon. I think our Clive is actually out there right now. So hi to you, Clive. Thank you for joining us. I mentioned on Friday night, very, very soon, hopefully we'll get over to Manchester or Heathrow, and we will, I think Clive will probably be going with us as well, and he will certainly enjoy Heathrow. I know I will. But as we all know, it's a little bit quiet at the moment. Anyway, talking about going quiet, I'm going to go quiet. I'll let you just listen to the sound of this great aircraft, the V-22 Osprey. Let's hear it. While he decides what he's going to do, I'm going to do a 360, unravel myself one more time. zoom straight back in. Let's see if I can find him. Oh, you're there. Thank you. And a good evening to you as well. That's Dad's RC Hangar. And I wondered if anybody would pick up on that bumpy little landing. Yeah, that was pretty cool, wasn't it, eh? In says great to see the Ospreys live. Thanks to that and Julie, that's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for actually being in the for watching it. Thank you, Kirk. I think is saying that the Hercules we were talking about that took off earlier, that's gone to Sculthorpe, not too far away from here. I believe it's in between here and Marham. Kevin Jones says just waiting for my dad to cook dinner. Well, lucky you, hey? What have I had? A bit of pork pie. I tell you, it's great this doing this for I've said it many times, great for losing weight. You don't have time, you keep thinking yes, we'll go off air, and then we have plenty more action all of a sudden coming. We were going off air about 2 hours ago, and then we had a couple of Ospreys pop back, and then Hercules went up, did a few circuits together with a KC-135, and now we have our V22 Osprey. So we'll stay with it just a little bit longer as the sun keeps on setting and it goes up again. And he's going to come towards us now. This should be a great shot if it does. Fingers crossed. Come on. Nope, he's changed his mind. Thought for a minute it was going to come directly, but don't give up hope, may yet. should pick him up again in just a moment, try to work out where it's going, what he's doing. Any second we will actually lose the aircraft as it goes behind the hangars. But that will give me a chance to say hi to everybody in the chat room and decide what the Osprey is going to be doing. There we go. So he's going to disappear in just a moment. But I will keep my wits about me just in case it just lifts, because you never know. Right, chat room. That's what we were going to do. So let's have a word with a few folks and see what everybody's up to, and see if you've been enjoying that as much as well, I certainly am. It's absolutely brilliant here. Beautiful evening. It's quite something. Been very lucky for the last 7 days. 7 days of aircraft. Couldn't be better, could it, hey? Started out last Monday, as you remember. We're at Coningsby. And Tuesday Coningsby, and from Wednesday down here at RAF Mildenhall with the US Air Force. Right, what have we got? I got out of school 3 hours ago. That's Kevin Jones. Thank you, Kevin. GB Model Zone. Right, talking about model kits. Let's keep on rolling through the messages. Donna Knock, open Monday and Wednesday, like Costco. That's Julie saying that. Just keep on rolling through the messages. Thank you, Kevin, saying, yep, I've subscribed, and I forget, hit that bell icon. We keep on telling you. That's the important bit, because you know when we are live. Badger, 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 mushroom. Oh, you've seen that one as well, haven't you? God, that was like our joke when in the office years ago. Don't start me off on badger, badger, mushroom. No, don't do that. Get it out of my head quick. Let me think of a song. Can't beat our pork pie. Well, I tell you, these pork pies are absolutely gorgeous. Not of your rubbish. This is Melton Mowbray proper pork pie. I think there's a hare going across the runway. I don't know if you saw that. You've probably seen quite a few throughout the day, because you've got a much better view than I have if you're watching this on those big TVs. Plenty of hares knocking about here. And we can still hear in the distance our Osprey, which may be doing going for a complete jolly around the perimeter, going all the way around, and it'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it, hey? When it actually looked like it was taking off for a moment and it was turning, I thought, oh yes, that's coming directly at us, but that didn't happen. It would have been cool if it did. Graham, hi Graham, saying hi Stu, good to see you Graham, as always, thank you very much. Jake Jackson, it's coming back, I think. It's all over the place. I've even got a feeling it could have actually lifted. It is hard to tell because I've got the headphones on, so it is deceiving. Yeah, I'm just checking. Left. That's the left side. That's the right. Yep. Sounds like it's in someone's back garden at the moment. Anyway, if you've got your, I don't know, your stereo sound on or whatever, you can probably hear it all around. Kevin Jones says, I'm new to watching this, but I've been since the C-130 took off. Thank you very much. Well, and I think he said he's subscribed as well, so thank you, much appreciated. Stuart Ramsey, hi to you. And just while we're sat here waiting or wondering what's going on, don't forget about we'll tell you a couple of things, okay? Things to look for. Number one, don't forget there's several Facebook pages and groups all to do with Airshow World. There's the Airshow World page where we put lots of things that are going on, and when the live streams are and what have you. Also, there's an opportunity for you to actually take part, like most people do with Facebook, and try not to put your life story on though. Seriously, you can put more or less what you want on there. Photographs, if you've got any great photographs you'd like to share amongst the Airshow World posse, join that. What's it called? Well, we're going to tell you right now. It's called the Airshow World fan page, and if you want to pop over there, Julie, I'm sure, will let you in, and you can post some pictures, and quite a few folks certainly do, and it's much appreciated. So thank you everybody for taking part in that. And also there's another one, and it's called Airshow World videos. I think that's what I can't. Do you know, I'd even forgotten it was there, and then all of a sudden people kept asking to join, and I thought, oh, I've not had that running for a long time. I better check it out. Before I knew it, there was I don't know, about 200 people. So it just shows you it's crazy. And thank you everybody for helping making Airshow World a success. It's all down to you guys. I can still hear the Osprey, but way in the distance now. It was probably the sound that was reverberate, if that's the right word, from the buildings. Yes, that was what was confusing me as far as where the sound was coming from. Chris, hiya Chris, saying hi to Kelly. Oh, Kelly Holmes, there we go, there you are. Hey, you didn't used to be an athlete, did you? Hiya Kelly. Thank you. And she's watching from Bermuda. See, we have everybody all over the world, because we also have our good friend Can Force, and he's over there in Canada. So Can Force, thank you for joining us this evening. Brilliant supporter of Airshow World is Can Force. Let's have a look, see what the sunset looks like at the moment. Just needs to go a little bit lower. I'm just keeping it the stream running just for the moment while we try to find out what the Osprey is going to be doing. So just bear with us just a little bit longer. If it goes really quiet, I will go offline, and but as soon as we get more action, obviously I'll hit the live button. You remember I said all that about 2.5 hours ago when I was going to go for, because it was the what time did we go live? About 4 o'clock for the afternoon show. It was supposed to be the tea time show. It's going into the evening show, and then the nighttime show. When do we have time to eat? We'll find out. So hopefully I've caught up with everybody. Fraser, I think I forgot to mention Fraser, so hiya Fraser. Richie P1 Air Force. Laughing at all the hares running around over, darting across the runway. If all of this is new to you and you wonder what the hell's going on, where are we? We're at RAF Mildenhall, US Air Force Base, with the main unit here, if that's what we want to call it, is the 100th Air Refueling Wing. But as you can see, there's lots of different squadrons here as well. We've got the Ospreys and of course the Hercules aircraft, and up right now coming towards us, which will be great, so keep on coming, don't you dare go down. And that time you did get the opportunity to see the rotors actually from where they use it for the hover to go down. In other words, to put it in basic terms, to go from like a helicopter to an actual real aircraft. And you can see the speed it's certainly picking up now. Going in that direction, that makes me think he's probably heading off to Sculthorpe or wherever. But we'll keep a close eye, because if he starts banking, we'll know he's coming back. But I'd have thought he's probably going out for a while, but let's keep it on at the moment. As you can see, that beautiful orange glow we start to get as the sun starts to set, and that's exactly where the sun will be going down very, very soon. And I can hear more aircraft powering up. This is crazy. Well, it's certainly not turning at the moment, which is rather unfortunate. But I will certainly keep an eye on the flight radars. So let me take the headphones off a moment so I can find out where that sound's coming from. And it could well be another Osprey getting ready to actually power up and go. But there we go. As the sun keeps on setting, that is going to look awesome. I'd love to be able to get some shots of aircraft coming directly through that later, when it just goes a little bit more, probably about 20, maybe 15 minutes away. That would look amazing. Whether we will get the opportunity to be able to bring that to you, I've no idea. But let's move over in this direction, see if there is any lights flashing. But as you know, they could be hiding around the back there. We'll keep the camera in that position for the moment. We'll get to the chat room, see what's happening there, have a look at 360 radar. If it looks quiet, I'll probably go offline for a little while, but make sure that you do that important bit if you're new to this. And even if you've been around for a while and you haven't done the bell icon where you get the notifications, certainly do it, because I could be live again a little later tonight and bring you some absolutely stunning shots. That is what we're hoping for. But I will look at 360 radar in case our Hercules is popping back. I've been trying to go for about 2.5 hours at least to get the tea, but don't worry about that. Doesn't matter if I'm Hank Marvin. Let's keep on scrolling through, because at the end of the day, it's not every day you get the chance with a beautiful day like this to be able to have great people like you in the chat room and say hi to everybody, like Kevin, Henry VIII. Okay, Canforce, we'll catch you later. Have yourself a great day over where you are in Canada. Okay, Kevin's probably gone by now, but we'll probably catch him later on the next live stream, hopefully later this evening. I will probably be in a slightly different spot because I'll probably move from where I am and go further back towards the van, because that will give me the opportunity to film into the evening. Right, 360 radar, very quickly. Let's have a look, see if there's anything else popping towards us. So it looks like the aircraft that took off earlier, like the Hercules, and also departing to, as we said, probably going up to Donanook tonight. Who knows? But anyway, that's where the Osprey is heading in that direction, up towards Coningsways, just to the south of Wisbech. So it could well be heading up to good old Donanook. And if you're around the area, look out for it very, very soon. But one last look at the chat room. You've got 1 minute to get your last message into the chat room, and then I shall be going off air. But don't forget, keep checking it out, because we could be live again just a little bit later. So please subscribe to Airshow World, and don't forget, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you do that. And what else I've got to tell you? Well, of course, we need to remind you about the all-important Stu Bear / Airshow World sponsor, and certainly check them out, please. We've told you a few times today, but I will keep on reminding you. Get that tea right now with the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. It is the best tea in the world, and together with Airshow World, we can give you something really special, and that is a great 15% discount. And not just the discount, you also get reward points as well. Check it out. I'm going to have a cup of coconut tea in just a moment, and well, I'll have a bit of pork pie, I think, a bit of lettuce, a few prawns. Oh yes, that will do for me tonight. Okay, Barry West, big wave to you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you to everybody else. I'm going to finish that pork pie off in style. Melton Mowbray, can't beat it. Have yourself a great evening, and I will do my best to come back a little later on. If it's 1 o'clock when those Ospreys turn up, don't expect me to go live then. Stop talking like Muttley. Okay, thank you everybody. You've got 15 seconds to get a last message in, and then the bear is out of here, and we'll see you later this evening as the sun keeps on setting. We'll have a look at that sunset. I'm pretty sure we will get more action very, very soon, because I can hear power, those Ospreys powering up, but it'll just give me a chance to get the old pork pie. Alison Tidy, see you later. Okay, we did all this about 2 or 3 hours ago, and we stayed on. Osprey over Peterborough. Right, yes, okay. GR, thanks. Great work today, Stu and Julie. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Dickie McVitie is still doing the ironing. All right, good on you. An A400 is over Salisbury, so that's Michael Guthrie. There we go, that's it. Last message is go to Alison Bowers or Warren over there in Germany. And the last one is right now to Dickie McVitie, Michael Guthrie, Terry Torment. The bear is out of here. It's going to get his pork pie. We'll see you later, probably later this evening, okay? So for now, have yourself a good cup of tea. If not, get it ordered right now. We'll catch you later. Bye for now. Thank you.